Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I'm still between jobs, although it does look like I'll be working for Meyerwerft coming up soon. So I did have an offer that I've accepted. So maybe we'll have some real professional digital ship content for you coming up soon. But I thought I'd take a chance to look at Roblox. Roblox is a platform where I did notice there's some kind of ship simulator type experiences in there. This is Roblox's player, you call it, on the PC. You can get this for pretty much every computing platform in the world. If your kids are not playing it, I'd be really surprised. But the reason I wanted to look at it with you is this really. So if you type in ship simulator, you can see there's a whole variety of experiences somehow related to ship experiences. The way this works, this is effectively the store or catalog of games, mini games or experiences. You can see if they're good through the rating here, and you can see how many people are actually playing these things at the current moment. So 1,300 people playing Destroy the Ship, for example. In this video, I'm going to look at Dynamic Ship Simulator. It's the closest to, let's say, more adult, more serious ship simulator in Roblox as far as I know just now. I did have a look at Cruise Line Simulator, which is a bit more of a role play thing with pretty detailed cruise ship models, actually, that probably have some IP issues, but that's another issue. And the rest are kind of hodgepodge. Some of them are kind of copies of real games, you know, where you're shooting down battleships. Are pretty amazing, actually. Some of them are really just role play of the Titanic sinking, for example. So a real hodgepodge of different experiences that you can experience or play in the Roblox store. But we're going to have a look at DSS3. So this is something that's been around 3 generations. It did catch my eye a few years ago where I saw somebody driving a high-speed vessel around a kind of archipelago, and I thought, oh, that looks pretty good actually. I'd say it's not a ship simulation in the sense that you've got physics and all of these kind of things. So of course, you know, Navis Home going to be the main commercially available simulator for people who want accurate physics and navigation. But as you can see, this is all about doing things, role playing, and doing that in a multiplayer social platform. So you can race sailing boats, you can do role play of search and rescue, you can do cargo missions, you can shoot stuff, you can drive passengers around, and a whole bunch of other experiences. So yeah, you can see here 21 million people have visited this. It's pretty active. It's made by Captain Marcin. So let's load it up, and you'll hear, if I just increase my desktop recording, you hear some nice ambient sounds in the background. There's a sort of low polygon world created here. As you can see here, this is some kind of island, and we've got, you know, fairly detailed things going on the ground there as they load in. So I'll just turn that desktop sound down a little bit. So the way it works is, well, first of all, you have a pretty big catalogue of vessels. You begin life with only a fishing cutter and a Coast Guard patrol boat. But as you can see here, and these are pretty simple, so if I click on them, you'll see here it's just a very simple little boat, and it's got the ability to earn 2,000 credits per catch. The Coast Guard patrol boat is a little bit, it's not really more detailed. It's got a couple of rooms you can walk around inside. But as I scroll through this, you'll see the vessels get more complex. So this one, you can see a little bit, there's a bridge here with some buttons, which you can't click as far as I know. And as I go through this, you'll see that perhaps even there's some more interior. No, so some vessels have an interior that you can walk around. So go larger, we'll start to get that. There's that police boat. Yeah, as you see that loads in, you can see there's actually a variety of different parts. So some of them have a little bit more, yeah, hard to see with this viewer. Here's a larger one, and I would expect that this has some space, yes, inside here. So you can walk around some of the corridors, go up and down steps. And that's what it's all about, you know, to do that with other people to do that with friends and strangers. And I think, yeah, as you go up the more expensive vessels, you get a little bit more interior space where you can do things. And it goes kind of all the way through here. You've got tugboats. You have a variety of lifeboats, search and rescue boats. So there's a bigger police vessel. That's pretty cool. All the way up to kind of larger commercial vessels. So here's the old infamous Estonia. And you've got warships, you've got ferries, and yeah, the models are pretty good, and I think some of them are clearly just acquired from 3D stores. You can sort of buy ship models like this on things like TurboSquid or Sketchfab, but there's been some work to do some interiors to make it kind of usable in the Roblox platform. So, big variety of vessels in here. Even a Volvo Ocean 60. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. A bunch of naval vessels, submarines, and I'm assuming you can walk around, yeah, on the inside of some of these submarines. So you've got something to do. Yeah, so there's some small spaces which are usable. Anyway, how does it work? So I'm just going to hit spawn. You've got these imaginary places on this map, basically some islands. And each of these ports allows you to load a variety of different vessels. It really depends on the function of the vessels. I've only got the ones highlighted in green. So I'll have a quick look at the fishing vessel, and then we'll have a quick look at the Coast Guard vessel. So here we are, we spawned in, it's nighttime. I can put on navigation lights. And yeah, one of the unique things is that you can drive from first person. You can actually jump off of that seat and walk around, and if I zoom out you'll see the little character, and you can do that of course with friends. So it's social gaming, that's one of the main things. And you can hear, if I just zoom out for you, you'll hear there's a pretty nice fishing boat sound by default, which is quite a nice touch. Sound is important. So yeah, as I said, it's not really about accurate simulation. You'll see that the boat accelerates quite quickly, and the turning at least is kind of speed dependent. So if you're going slowly, you can do a tighter turn. As if you come out of here full speed, you'll see that the turning reduces. And yeah, if you want to learn how to play this, basically the fishing boat has a trawl net. You need to be, I think, at 80 meters water depth and about 8 to 9 knots. And the trawl net will go out and it'll start to make you money. There's refueling, as you can see here. This is a container port, so if you've got one of those bigger vessels, you can actually load containers. You can drop your fish off at this place. And there appears to be a vessel actually in behind me. And yeah, the main thing that's really differentiates this from anything else is that this is a multiplayer platform, Roblox. So every experience is generally done online with other people. So you can see here, here's all the other players. Normally I see them highlighted on the horizon. So I think that's another player there in that LNG vessel. And that's one of the key differences, that the world is, let's say, somewhat alive. You can see there dynamic weather, so that's the sun coming up. And you do have some real navigational aids like that light to come in here. I have had a session where there were a lot of people on it, and you can have a busy fishing port in theory. When America comes online, you can have, vessels coming and going from this hover pad. There could be a whole lot of action, and that's one of the very unique things about this platform. But, no physics. The vessel just kind of rolls gently like this by default. But you do have on the vessel some kind of functionality. So if I slow down a bit here, hit the trawl net, you can see this net rolls out. And then as soon as the net is out, it starts to catch fish. So this number just goes up at, I think, a constant speed unless you're in a fishing ground. So on the charts, you'll see here that there are some fishing areas. You can see where you are. And you can see there's some basic navigation points as well. So there's a few channels and things to do. And that's the map. It's pretty small. It's just these 3 4 big islands and a couple of small ones. So that's a port there. That's a nice little island here. And that's it, really. There's not too much more to it. So I've got 9% full net. Brings the net in as soon as I change course. Now we've got some fish here, and I can go back in and sell these. So I'm just going to do leave and go immediately back in to show you the other boat, just to show you what you get by default. So starting up again. And we'll just go in with the Coast Guard cutter. So spawn, just do Tenerife again. We'll do the Coast Guard cutter, spawn. So 2 vessels you get. As I said, I was earning about 2,000 per catch. So it would take probably like 12 fishing catches to get to the next biggest vessel. Let's just hear this nice engine noise as I cruise out here. So this is a much bigger vessel than the fishing boat. And you can see here, yeah, steering and navigation is pretty straightforward. I don't think there's any drift or current or wind effect even. The main difference is this Coast Guard cutter is faster, so it does about 20 knots. And, you know, I think you can go and rescue people with this. Let's see, there's a kind of water cannon. So J. Let's see if J does anything. No, so there's a little gun in the front, but it's obviously some kind of real machine gun if it's a Coast Guard vessel. You've got, yeah, firefighting vessels. I'm not too sure if you've got fires to fight, but that would be cool. But it's not bad considering it's on a completely free platform. There's a large selections of vessels if you're willing to pay for them. Dynamic weather, and it's a multiplayer platform. So again, I think that's the unique feature, is that you have, you know, these other players on the platform with you. Again, the other unique feature is you can walk around. Very simple interior in this one. You can go through these black doors. Basically, they're just kind of visible barriers. And yeah, you can see here there's not too much to see in this vessel. Okay, no windows. But I'm assuming that the paid ones have a little bit more detail, or at least that's what we could tell by looking at them. So you can run around while on the vessel, and that's, again, kind of the main feature about Roblox, is that you've got avatars and other people. So yeah, not too exciting, this vessel, but I'm assuming that you can pick up people stranded in the water or a few other things. You can see it does a little bit of a heel as I do a hard turn there, but it's not got dynamic physics simulation as far as I can tell. There's a couple other things here probably to show you as well. You've got your compass rose. This takes you to the map, and you have here radio, but we don't have the radio ship. Again, you've got chat here, so you'll see people who are joining the server and people can write to each other. You've got the concept of fleets. People will invite you to their fleet and you can earn together. What else? There's not too much more else to say about it. It's dynamic weather here, so you'll see that change, although it doesn't affect the waves, unfortunately. And yeah, access to the store. So here's all the kind of things you can buy. It's a lot of packages, and you can buy credits with real money, or you can buy like whole sort of fleets here. There's somebody else grinding like me to get some money. Just quick look at the settings there, so you can see there's a bunch of settings. Like I recommend to turn off PvP, so people are not shooting you, basically. Yeah, that's it. That is Dynamic Ship Simulator 3 in the Roblox platform. It's a free ship simulator, or sort of simple ship simulator, I'd say. But it's free. You can have a look at it. Just download Roblox from Microsoft's App Store or Probably just go to the website and then you can create an account and then you'll be in there. I'm Tartenstorm, as you can see in there. Maybe you'll find me in here one day. We can do some, I don't know, marine operations together. That's all for now. Hope you enjoyed this. That is Dynamic Ship Simulator 3 in Roblox. Cheers for now. Bye.